Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing another eyeshadow tutorial, makeup tutorial with the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I've had several of you guys ask me to do some more tutorials with this, so that's what I did for you guys today. And I did like a brown smoky cat eye, and I used all matte colors to, well, I guess the shade down here wasn't matte, but I mainly used these three colors to do this look. So yeah, if you would like to see how to do this, and I find that this technique is really good if you have really deep set eyes or even hooded eyes, because it kind of helps to draw your eyes up, or even if you have droopy eyes, it kind of helps. So yeah, if you would like to see how to do this, just keep on watching and I'm gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial. Like I told you guys in the intro, I'm just gonna be using my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. And the first shade that I'm gonna use is this top shade up here and my Morphe M433 brush. I'm just gonna brush this color up into the crease. Also make sure you tap your brush off really good, because the only bad thing about these new Wet n Wild eyeshadows is that they do tend to have fallout. And I also forgot to mention, but I went ahead and did my foundation and filled in my brows, and I also primed my eyelids with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm also gonna take just a little bit of that and blend that here, kind of on the outer V area. And a little bit here on the lid as well. Next I'm going to go in with this bottom transition shade and my Morphe E36 brush. Tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to slowly work this here just at the lash line, and also bring it out here in the outer V. Just kind of blend it up on the lid. Definitely want to make sure you tap off your brush really well so you don't get a lot of fallout. And just slowly build the color up as you go, instead of putting a bunch of color down at once and trying to blend it out, because that's how you get fallout with the eyeshadows. And I'm just taking it over to about right there. I'm just gonna do that same technique over here. I feel like it's always easier for me to do it on my right eye than my left eye. It's probably because of the way I hold my hand. Make them look even on both sides. And then I'm also going to take some more of that first shade that we used in the crease, and I'm just going to blend some of this here on the lower lash line, and I'm just using my Sigma E25 blending. You could just use that same Morphe 433 brush too, but for some reason I picked up this one, so I'm just using it. Just gonna blend that out up there. Just gonna kind of wipe the fallout away. Probably at the end I'll go back and kind of clean up a little bit with some concealer. And then I'm just kind of blending those colors out. That darker color, I'm just going back over top with a little bit of that warm transition shade, the top transition shade, and just blending over that color. Like getting over here on the first part of the lid and just blending all around. And since I'm slowly building this color, the colors up, like getting darker as I go, I'm gonna go in with this shade here and that same E36 brush. And I'm just gonna kind of do that same technique that I did with that other dark color. Just gonna put it here at the lash line. And I'm just slowly getting a little bit more color on the brush, tapping it off and just slowly building it up. Just blending a little bit as I go. Taking it into the crease. And I know this looks kind of rough right now, but I'm gonna go back and blend that out. I just wanna get the color down at first. And I'm just gonna kind of do that same sort of technique over here. And then this time I'm gonna go in with this shade on that M433 brush. Tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna go on top of that dark shade and blend that out. I'm just gonna do that same thing over here. Then I'm just going back with that top shade. And just going back over top of all that, just around the edges. That's the thing, you just gotta do this very slowly, just slowly building it up, just lightly blending. I'm just going back with that bottom transition shade. Just touching that up. Then with like that lower lash line part, I just went in with like this color, then that one, like just did kind of what I did on the top part of my eyelid to blend that out. Next I'm just gonna go in with just a little bit of concealer. And I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. For the upper lashes, I'm just gonna lightly line them with my Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen in deep brown. And I'm not really gonna do too much of a wing, I'm just kind of pulling it up out there. On top of that, I'm just going in with this Wet n Wild On Edge Long Wearing Eye Pencil. I think the shade name is called Wouldn't You Know. And then I probably should have done one eye at a time because that's what I normally do. But then I'm just going in with the Sigma Pencil E30 brush to kind of blend that out. It's best if you do one eye at a time. I don't know what I was thinking, I forgot. And then I'm gonna use that same color here on the waterline. And then before I put on my mascara, I'm just going in with that really dark brown this shade right here in my Morphe E36 brush, and I'm just slightly kind of deepening this up just a little more out here. I just wanted it to be just a little darker. I'm just going back with that blending brush and just blending that out. I'm gonna get more of that really dark brown. I'm just smudging this here. I just want to get a little bit more of that warm color, bring it up a little more, that warm transition shade. Kind of blend that around here. For my mascara, I'm just using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I have been so in love with this mascara. And before I do my bronzer and blush, I'm actually gonna do my lips first today. I don't know, I just felt like doing my lips first. I'm gonna first line my lips with this L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Pencil in Matting Call. Then I just kind of smush my lips together to kind of blend that out. And then I'm going to go in with this Milani Amore Shine liquid lip color, and it's like a lip gloss. I picked this up yesterday and I tried it on for the first time yesterday, and it was really pretty. I really liked it. It did not feel like a liquid lipstick at all. It felt like a gloss. And this is in the color 01 Delight. I can't decide if I like this lip color with this eye look today. I almost feel like I want something more pink than this peachy kind of color. But I don't know. It'll probably all come together once I get my blush and all that on. I wanted to put this on first so I would know what blush color to use. I did use a little bit of this before I started doing the eyeshadow, because you guys know I did my foundation first, but this is the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder, and I had several of you guys tell me I needed to pick this up since I've been on the hunt for good illuminating setting powders, and I'm just gonna put a little bit more of it on. I can't really tell. I mean, I think I like it, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to use it a little bit. Like, it just seems a little illuminating. It's not as illuminating as their loose illuminating powder, the Milani. It's not as illuminating as this stuff, the Radiant. So yeah, that might be good for me on days when I want just like a little bit of a glow, but not too much. I'm just gonna kind of blend right here. I feel like my eyes are looking a little dark. Didn't get enough sleep last night. And then for my bronzer, I'm just gonna go in with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. And first I'm just using my Morphe M437. I feel like you guys know my little routine on this because I've just been using these brushes and this bronzer in like all my tutorials and get ready with me's. But still really been loving this bronzer. And I just realized I got mascara right here. I need to get that off. And then I'm just gonna go in with my Morphe R2 brush and just blend some of that bronzer up here along my hairline. But something else too, when you do like a smoky eye look like this, you definitely don't want to skimp on the bronzer because it can kind of make you look a little washed out. So definitely make sure you always apply bronzer or a nice, you know, colored blush. Something that's, you know, it's gonna like give your face some life. Like a warm blush or something like that. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this bronzer and put it down here on my neck. I really like the way this eye look turned out. Okay, and then I was debating on what blush color I want to use, but I think if I can find it, I want to use an oldie but a goodie, my Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I think it would pair really nice with this lip color and that warm color in the eyes. So I'm just going to use this. And then honestly, like with Luminoso, you don't necessarily have to use a highlight because it's already kind of a little bit, like it already kind of has a little bit of a highlight built into it. Like it's not a super strong highlight or anything like that. I do think I want to add a little bit more glow today. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. I'm just going to put that here on my cheekbones. And then my last step to this is I'm just gonna mist my face with my makeup setting spray just to make sure everything's gonna last real good all day long. Oh, maybe my package came. Ooh, I think my BH Cosmetics stuff came. Ah! I cannot wait to film a video on that stuff. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments, and if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. If you would like to see some more tutorials with this Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, just let me know and I will film those videos for you all. I also have done a couple of other tutorials with this, so I'll link those down below. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.